are from your department table. DPT 99 is mine. So this is what you are supposed to do before your question number 1. So the place where I have written use employee and department table. So over there you can write table used. Okay, you can mention here table used or table references, and below that you can write all the things which we performed just now from use database till output of department table. So this is your reference for performing the practicals. Fine, till you are done, everyone. Okay, so question number 1. Okay, I'll wait. First, all of you go copy down these questions or download these questions if you can, so that it is easy for you. Put your output here in place of this use employee and department table. Give heading as table used, like this. Tables used or database and tables used, you can write anything. So whatever is your output, mention it. Question number 1. Develop a query to grant all privileges. We have studied authorization, right? With the help of grant all privileges of employee table into department table, right? So here what we have to do for grant, we have to grant, right? So grant command we will use for that. Grant, 1 minute, I'll show you the syntax for that. Yeah. So we are having this syntax for a grant. So we are writing grant with whatever privileges you want to give. That may be your database privileges or object privileges that we will mention. All the privileges to whom you want to give the privileges that you can mention, or before that you can mention on which table you want to provide the use the privileges and to whom you want to provide those privileges. You can also mention with grant option if you want to give the permission to that user. This syntax we have already studied in theory part, right? So here we have to write a give all privileges, right? So we'll say grant all. On which table? Employee table. To whom they have asked? To department table. So we'll mention grant all on employee table to department table. Just mention that, you will get your output. Copy your output with that. So perform this. I will just perform this in today morning so that it will be fast because I have to cover the 2 experiments today. So everyone perform the first part, grant and here we are just asking student to provide the privileges based on grant and revoke only. So this is very small experiment, and that is reason we will go for 2 experiment today if possible. Let's see how much we'll cover. Everyone finished with this? I'll just show.
Ma'am, I'm getting error.
What error you are getting? You have
You are not
given
allowed
table
to.
name properly.
It's written you are not allowed to create a user with grant.
User with?
Grant.
You share your screen.
Ma'am, it is showing me error also, but different.
1 minute, one by one. Okay, Shubham got the output. Krishna, share your screen. Yeah, many people got the result. Let us see with these people who are getting error. Yes, like those who got, they can continue with the next question. Next is just the question is grant few, develop a query to grant some privileges of employee table to department. Same query in place of all you have to write few privileges. You can mention insert, update, delete like this. Grant, insert, comma, update, comma, delete on same on employee table to department with grant option. That with grant option is optional. I have added for this so that you will come to know you can do that also. Yes. Okay, grant. Let me see your tables. Okay. Go up.
Ma'am, grant G small.
It doesn't matter. Krishna, go up. Okay, table name is employee 30 only. That is okay. Where is your database? What is your database?
I
Krishna,
didn't get it, ma'am.
you have referred use database. Yeah, that is your database, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And department table is DEPT 30 or DEPT only? Because somewhere I saw DEPT 30. Okay, DEPT. You are not allowed to create a user with grant. But we have not created user. It was already there. Right, grant, complete capital word. Remaining same query. Yeah, that was correct. Somewhere, some part you have created trigger or something related with that. Go up. 1 minute. Huh? So your tables are same. EMP 30 is not your table. Okay, do one thing. Go to your WAM server, right side, go to right side. In that, go to PHP myadmin. Go up. Not there. Second, top second. Root. Go to database. Go to your database. Open Krishna More. Double click on that. Employee 30 and okay. Open the employee 30. Okay, the as it is table which we have created, what is the name of that? That using the as just copy of your table. That is this employee 31 or 130.
It's only 30.
So open that table. No, I'm I'm not asking this table. The new table which we have created in previous experiment by using the just copy of the table. So it is 130. This one 31. Okay, go to your MySQL console. Okay, write grant all on employee 312 DPT. Okay, do one thing, right? Create, create user U1, just U1. No, you any name U1, K1, semicolon, enter. Okay, user creation is allowed. Okay, write grant, insert on employee 30 to DPT, semicolon, enter. Okay, on that table, give reverse way, grant, insert on DPT to employee 30. Employee 30, na? Just use up arrow. Okay. Hmm. Just write G capital and check. I don't think that will affect, but let's see now. Same query with G capital. No, that is because it is not case sensitive. Mm, okay, write this query. Grant. Okay, 1 minute. Do one thing. You revoke all. Revoke. Right. Revoke all on employee table name. Whatever your employee table name. From department table name. There is no such grant defined for user on whose percent on table employee. Yeah, actually grants are not given. That's why it is saying not no grants are given, so no revoke. Okay, now try for grant. Prathamesh, you are also getting the same error.
The table.
Two department. Yeah, Prathamesh,
Yes, ma'am.
what error you are getting?
Can't find any matching row in user table.
Okay. Okay, Krishna, do one thing. Create new table, one of the new tables, other just EMP or your roll number. Insert one row in that. Create new department table, DPT with your roll number, and insert one row in that and check with those tables grant option you're getting permission or not. Yeah, Prathamesh, what is your error?
Ma'am, can I share screen?
Yeah, Krishna, you continue with this. We will see your error. Prathamesh, meanwhile, you share your screen. Hmm. Hold it center now.
Ma'am, this is error I'm getting. Can't find
Yeah.
any matching row.
1 minute. Can't find any matching row in the user table. What you have written on employee to department. Your table name is employee and department 70 PT 70. But why you need a matching row? That is no, there is no any issue with that. My first SQL. I don't know why you people are getting error here because we have not yet done anything. Can't find any matching row in the user table. Just close this, Prathamesh, your WAM server and restart again.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, just start it. Who, anyone else is getting error or everybody got their output?
Ma'am, I am also getting the same error. Can't find it.
The whatever Prathamesh is getting or Krishna.
Yes, ma'am. Prathamesh.
Okay. Just restart your WAM server.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, same here. Even I restarted it twice, but I'm getting the same error.
Okay. Check that your WAM server you have put online. At bottom, check that WAM server you have put online. So you will get put offline option. Yeah, Krishna done?
Over here, it's showing that you can try these code, but then it's showing me syntax error.
No, this is okay, but ours is not 8.0. Ours is normal, less than that. So we are getting output with that. It depends on the version, whatever we are using. And we are not going with the particular user. We are just giving permission to the table, complete table. With that, you got Krishna output or same error.
Same error. You are not allowed to create a user with a grant.
Grant all on EMP 99 to DPT 99. I got output here again. See, I just performed again. I got output with that. And if I want to revoke, those who have done with this, continue with whatever we have. Your questions are given because you just have to perform grant and revoke. Revoke all on EMP 99 from DPT 99. So I'm revoking those. So it is revoked. I'll just check with. See here, I think my version is different. Your version must be different. But then other people also got the output. Restart all services. Just click restart all services if you have this option. Those who are getting error. Those who are getting output don't do this. Prathamesh, you started?
Yes, ma'am. I started trying again.
Try it. Check that here with the WAM server. With WAM server, it is online. You have to click put online. So put offline will be the option that it will show you.
Hello, ma'am. The syntax is grant all privileges on the table on the database name and to root local at host. This is the syntax.
That depends on the version, different types of version. But your
I'll try
version is
now.
I think same with other student, those who are using it, right? The one which we have uploaded on the drive, right?
Again, it's giving me that error. You are not allowed to grant.
But you are using the same software which is uploaded on drive, right?
No, ma'am. I don't know exactly.
So you are on
All on.
on employee to employee to
Hello, ma'am. Grant all on.
employee. Can you hear me? Employee
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you.
to department 17, DPT 17. DPT 17. Semicolon. Enter any matching row in the user table. Okay, what version you people are using? Krishna, what is your version?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I'm using 3.2.
3.2.3.
Which one?
3.2.
3.2. And the version which we have uploaded, and let me check with that.
Ma'am, it is 2.5.
Okay, 3.2. So for that, then code must be different. For 3.2, no? We have to check with that. Others, complete your experiment number 5. Very simple questions are there. You can finish it off. If you are getting any problem, you got that?
Uh, where exactly is it? Like, I'm not
In
getting it.
classroom. DBMS classroom drive we go. Can you see my screen? 1 minute, I have not
Yes.
shared, I think. Prathamesh, if possible, you also continue with this version. Sonam,
Yes, ma'am.
same thing with you. See here, go to the drive. This is our drive, DBMS. These are the classroom, DBMS drive. In that, go to the software. You have Windows, right? Just go to your WAM server. PHP myadmin. In that, go to your database which you have created first. Select the database for that. So in my database, these are the tables which I have created. You can also see your tables. Then on top, import and export options are there. So I will export till now whatever I have performed. Click on export. See to on left side here all tables are there. I want everything whatever I have performed, so I'm not changing anything. Select the SQL because I require to import it again. You can import, export other files also that, but right now I want SQL format so that I don't want to do any changes for my practical. Here you can give the name for your file. Any name you can give to the file. Checkbox, check this because then only it will save the file on your system. Name is given the way you want the file. I'm just keeping none, no compression and all. If it is a big, you can give the name you want. Right now, no need. And just click on go. So what happened? The file will get saved. Here you can see it's saved. I have already done it previously to show you. You can check where the file is saved, or you can save wherever you want, copy paste from here. Okay, so this is the way your file is saved right now. It is saved in downloads for me. You can save at your location if you have given that preference. After that, once it is saved, now file is saved, what happened? I want to import it. So what I will go do, I will first select your database to import also. Then click on import. Then choose your file which is there. It is in download, so you can go to the download, select the file, open. and then finally in the format which you want, SQL, it is already there by default, and go. Once you will do, you will get your file. If already the same content is there, it will say no new thing or it will give you just error. Okay? But when next, if you lose your data and then you want to recover it, it will help you for that to continuation. So this is one way to save your content or take a backup of your whatever you have performed till now. Okay? Anybody is having doubt in this?
Ma'am, can I share my screen and show
Share
one?
it. Share it. Yeah, this is your database. Click on export. Display only the minimal option. Custom. Go to custom. Go to custom. Come down. Save output to file SQL. Okay, okay. 1 minute. File name template. Give the name for your file. Okay, database. Come down. No, no, don't do anything. Hmm. Yes. Come down. Don't change anything, format and all. Come down. Okay. So file name is not given. So that was your file name, right? Go up. There is no other option. That was the file name template, right? So change your file name here. Give some name for your file.
What should I give it? Like,
Okay.
I'll give
So
it.
1 minute. Don't change it. I'll just go to the database. File.
Ma'am, we don't have to change any name in this. It will download in the name of the
That only
database.
I'm checking here. I am getting option for changing the name. Remember template. Yeah. Uh, Krishna, wait. Share your screen. Use this for future exports. Okay, come down. Let's see. Just that name only. Yeah, come down. Last.
When I changed the name, I don't remember what was it.
Krishna, you wrote, na?
Database.
I wrote Krishna, but then before it was something else. It was database.
Before it was database, but you wrote Krishna and then you click on that, right?
Yes.
So show us your file. It must have got downloaded. Come down. Come down. Last. Yeah, go. Click on go. Your file got downloaded?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the only file. So
Now,
next time if you want, you can import it in your
no, but
database.
I don't understand. How will I like check? And the name is changed. I changed it to Krishna over here. File template name is Krishna now.
So your file name is Krishna. When you will import, you have to import this file in
So when
your
I
database. Now you
okay,
are going to use another WAM server, right?
yes, I'll just try once importing. Like,
You have to first create the same database in your this database. So go to MySQL. Yeah.
no, I have to install MySQL. I have downloaded just now.
So in that, first create your database which was there Krishna More previously, right? So same
Yes.
database first you have to create.
Okay.
and open that database and then import in that.
Okay.
Then
Got
it will
it.
accept.
Okay, I have to create a database with same name and then import it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do it.
do it and then we'll see.
Wait, ma'am, I'll do it now.
Anyone else? So everyone finished with experiment number 5 other than those who are getting 2-3 people error? No. Shubham, where you are getting error or anything? Okay, question 1. Question 1 was, I'm just helping others now. Question 1, everyone got grant all on table name to department table name. Anybody is having doubt other than Prathamesh, Krishna and Sonam? No. Second one was the developer query to grant some privileges of employee table into department table. So you have to specify few privileges. I'll just share. Krishna, you are sharing the screen. You continue, Krishna. I'll share my screen for these
I'll
people.
stop sharing my screen.
Okay. I'll share for these people so that they'll continue. So students, see, first output everyone got. Second one, you have to grant some privileges. So I have mentioned here, select, update, insert. You can specify one or two if you want. I'm specifying these three on the employee table name to department, and I'm giving them permission with grant option further. That is optional because they have not specified it, but I have given just to understand whether it is getting executed or not. Third one, develop a query to revoke all privileges which you have given to the department table. So revoke all on employee table from department. Here the word changes only from and revoke. Here it was to giving the permissions. Next, again revoking the few privileges which we have given. So same way, revoke, select, then whatever privileges you have given on employee table from department table. So revoking those privileges. This R is capital I have written. It doesn't mean you should write capital. That is optional, no case sensitive. So if you are writing in capital, lowercase, uppercase doesn't matter. Then fifth question, I asked create one user. So I have created one user. Any user you can create. I have just created SCIT1 and grant some privileges of employee table to that user. So grant, I am giving the insert privilege on employee table to that particular user. That is the only we have done till here. Now after these, I have added few questions for you people that you have to give grant and apply the grant and revoke on your ER diagram. You can consider one or two table which you have continued from previous experiment. You can continue with that. Just show the grant and revoke operation that those are getting executed for those tables also. So for that you must have created a new database and all that. Based on that you can continue. Not more but 2-3 queries you can write for grant and revoke. Okay. That is about this experiment. Any doubt in this experiment you can tell me right now. If any doubt, I have just shared this for you people. Yes, Prathamesh, you got the output now?
Ma'am, I was using exporting and importing other server.
Okay, okay.
Showing me some error.
Which error? Share your screen. Maybe the version different, so let's see. Let's check what error you're getting. It's not execute menu item internal error. Put online. Click on put online. All services are not started. Your all services are not started. Installation is complete. Start
Yes.
all services. Wait. Till the time it is not online, you cannot continue. Means you will not get your output. So wait. Krishna, there was a restart all services option was there. Third option.
Its color will change, no? So I'm waiting.
Yes, Shubham, question number 4 you are getting error. Question 4 is revoking the permissions, right? Privileges which you have given. What you have written, Shubham? Revoke, write those privileges which you have given, select, comma, update, comma, insert, whatever you have given. Based on that, on a table name from department table name. From department table name. Just check with this. Is Krishna, it's done?
No, ma'am, it's not.
So
I
it's
think
not
I
an
have to uninstall this or I have to wait.
You have installed the previous one more file was there with this ma'am
Uh,
server.
I didn't install that. I have to install
That
that.
you installed. Otherwise, you will not get the output with this because it required Java with this. So that will be supported with that file.
Even this.
Otherwise, you will not get this executed. Yes, C++, Java, everything required over there. First install this and then you start web server.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
मैम रिसेंटली शेयर्ड विथ मी में फोल्डर ही नहीं है डीबीएमएस का लाइक द फोल्डर वी हैव XI.
1 minute. Just now I was working on that.
Yes, ma'am. It is not there.
I will share. You require SQL Lab folder, right? Permissions.
Software folder. Yes, ma'am.
No, I will give one by one all permission. Don't worry. I need to go for a people address. 1 minute. I'll just share with you. Give me 1 minute. I'm doing. I'm giving you permission with folder wise so that you will not get confused. Right now I have given you SQL Lab folder permission to everyone. Just check that you're getting or not. So everyone got the SQL Lab permission. Now I'm giving the software permission to everyone. If it is not there, just adding you all. Yeah, you got the software permission. Then PPTs. If I'm
Ma'am,
not adding,
can I restart my PC and check?
you can restart, but before that you have to install both the software.
I installed both now. Both are
Okay,
working.
okay.
How to
Then
uninstall the previous software, ma'am? If you want to uninstall the previous software.
you can do that. That is
But
up to
how?
you.
But where will I do it? Like I'm not getting it.
On installation, you have to go to your control panel, your programs. Then you will get the option.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh, who asked me? Lekha or Khushbu? Who asked me? You got the permissions now?
Yes, ma'am. Got
Shubham.
the permission.
Yeah, Shubham. Yeah, revoke, select, update, insert on employee from. Okay, there is no such grant behind for user department 33. Okay, where you have given the grant.
Ma'am,
Shubham, you
ma'am,
have not given grant. Yeah, given grant, select, update, insert on employee to department 32. Okay, here is just copied. Yeah, it got
ma'am,
executed. Yes.
ma'am. Actually, in question 3, we have to revoke all. So he has revoked. Shubham has revoked all, but first he has to give a grant. Then he can revoke again. Like in question number 3, we have to revoke. So everything was revoked. That's why he's getting that error. There is no such grant.
There is no such grant defined for user on host X on table employee 33. Yeah, he has revoked all, but 1 minute, I'll check with here. I'll show
Ma'am,
you.
you'll have to grant it again. Select,
Yeah,
You
insert, you'll
have
have to.
to.
yes, we
I
have to
think I
grant
need
it.
to change those question order. 1 minute, I'll do one thing. Because of that, you people must be getting confused. Develop a query. Question number 2, I can keep as question number 3. Yes. 1 minute. I'll just swap the questions. Then question number 3, I can keep it as question number 2, so that confusion will not be there for others. Because when you are revoking all, it is not giving any permission then. That is true. Yeah. So student, just swap your question. First perform the question number 2 and then perform the question number 3. Means swap questions among the 2 and 3.
On grant all on
1 minute.
employee
I'll modify this in our.
to department.
Ma'am, question 3 and 4, right? Because 3 and 4 is revoked.
Develop a query to grant some privileges of employee. 1 minute. First was grant all privileges and revoke all privileges is okay. But questions were same
Yes.
then. Control Z. 1 minute. 1 minute. Grant a query to grant some privileges. Revoke all privileges. No, it was correct.
Okay, ma'am.
It's
I
correct.
thought. Okay, ma'am.
1 minute.
Sorry.
I again reverse it back. 1 minute. Now I am getting confused. Develop a query. First question is develop a query to grant all privileges. And second question is revoke all privileges. So develop a query. I have to copy this. I'll do. So that people will not get confused. I'll share this again, this file, so that experiment number 5. Or instead of sharing, you can just exchange the question 2 and 3. Shubham, check with that, then you will get your output. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the software file folder is empty.
Software file folder is empty.
Ma'am, I have to create a database of same name before importing it.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
so
Ratna, softwares are there.
No, ma'am. Recently you shared the software folder. It is empty.
No, ma'am, software are there.
I can see.
Yes, ma'am. Softwares are there.
Just refresh your screen. I have not touched anything. I have just given permissions. Just check again. Just refresh your screen. You will get. So everyone finished with question. Choose file. Select your file.
This is the
Okay.
file.
Yeah. Go. Okay. Just expand your Krishna More. Yeah, not this. Not this. Go to your Krishna More database. Expand it.
Which one?
Left
Which?
side. Left side. No tables found in the database. Just open again. Import.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we can open this file.
Which one?
This, ma'am, which we choose that file. .sql. Krishnamore.sql. कृष्णा नोटपैड से ओपन करना.
हाँ कर रहा हूँ.
No database selected. It is not selecting any database, Krishna.
Okay.
It is text file which he has created. Usually I create the SQL file.
No, but I created text file only before. Like
No, what Krishna it is saying no database selected.
it is saying SQL text file.
No. Go to your WAM server PHP admin. There it is saying no database selected. Go to WAM server. Yeah. Here click on the databases. No, here top.
I have clicked on
Yeah,
it.
you have created now, right? But still it is when we are importing it, it is not accepting your database. Import. The
Ma'am, but
same
I
thing was
can.
there, more
Uh,
and capital.
Ma'am, we can change the file in Notepad file. We can add the queries, create database, and use database. Then it's import it properly.
It is opening over here, but then I can
How?
copy.
Okay, do one thing. Go to your database. Open the database.
इस
Krishna.
फाइल हाँ ऊपर जाए थोड़ा उधर क्वेरी स्टार्ट होगा देख क्रिएट
No. Go to PHP admin. Krishna. Go to your database. Krishna database. Yeah. In that, go to the SQL. Yeah. First open the Krishna More. Yeah. Then go to SQL. Right. Use database. Your database is not being selected. Use name of your database. Semicolon. Go. Okay. Now import. Select the file. Unknown collection UTI. Right. Okay, do one thing. Go to the text file which you got. Copy the text.
I can't open it with a text file.
Text editor notepad.
अरे ओपन इन एनी टेक्स्ट एडिटर
It is opening over here in MySQL.
अरे देयर इज द कमेंटेड लाइन डाटाबेस कृष्णा मोरे ना हाँ उसके नीचे स्टेटमेंट डाल दो उसमें ऐड कर दो
इधर
अब ऊपर जा हाँ नीचे स्क्रॉल कर थोड़ा स्क्रॉल कर डाटाबेस लिखा है देख
Database right.
कृष्णा फर्स्ट क्रिएट कर दे देन यूज कर दे at
किधर है
same name.
अरे किधर करना है वापस बोलना.
अरे किधर भी कर देना इधर.
Starting of your database.
What should I write here now?
Create database.
And use it.
अभी इसको रन करो. पूरा रन करो कि यही रन करो सिर्फ. रन भी ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है.
What error you are getting that cross line?
तूने यूज डाटाबेस के आगे कॉलन ही दिया है. ओके उस फाइल को सेव कर दे, इंपोर्ट कर दे.
सेव कर.
ओके आई थिंक फिर से एरर आएगा कॉज तेरा कृष्णा मोर डाटाबेस ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट है.
ओके हाँ है ऑलरेडी.
Delete it. Go to Krishna More. That is
ड्रॉप कर.
क्रिएट वाला निकाल, यूज वाला रहने दे, क्रिएट वाला निकाल.
नहीं तो नेम चेंज करना.
रुक ना अभी ट्राई करता हूँ. वही आ रहा है एरर अननोन.
I think you drop this one which you have created in PHP में admin ना.
No, it is there.
वो ड्रॉप कर दे इधर से और वो अपना फाइल में इंपोर्ट कर दे.
हाँ मैं ऐसे कर.
नहीं तो एक मेरे को zip फाइल दे.
Krishna, you have dropped that what?
कृष्णा मोरे.
Previous version of WAM server. You have uninstalled it.
Yes, I have uninstalled it.
Okay.
Now I'll drop this. I think so. Then I'll try again.
Yeah. You can drop from here.
तेरा
also.
वैम सर्वर अभी भी ऑफलाइन है.
नहीं ऑनलाइन है.
No, you are offline, Krishna.
It's showing. It's green. No, like.
No, put online. Then it will give you option of offline.
Okay, now should I try it again?
मैम ऑरेंज हो गया वो.
Try once, otherwise drop the database from here and put create in that file only.
Now. Okay, wait.
Others got the output?
मैम नहीं हो रहा है. समझ ही नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, do one thing, Krishna. Go to this MySQL console. Right, and drop database Krishna More. Okay, now go to your WAM server. Sorry, PHP. Refresh it. Okay, now here it is not there. Go to your that file. Don't create. Go to your file. Put create database in that. Yeah, Shubham, after creating the new user, you have to grant the privileges to that user. So you have to write grant then the privilege names, whatever privileges, for example, insert, comma, update, comma, delete on employee table name to that user name which you have created, semicolon. Yes, Krishna, what happened?
I created a database, but then it's showing some error, new error now. The same error.
कृष्णा वो क्रिएट वाला जो सेमीकोलन एंड हो रहा है ना उसके पहले कुछ कुछ लिखा हुआ है
वो पूरा निकालना पड़ेगा वो पहले से
शायद एक ब्रैकेट एंड होने के बाद में डायरेक्ट सेमीकोलन डाला था अपन ने कोड में
देखना इधर तो पहले से डाल के रखा है सब
क्रिएट डेटाबेस कृष्णा हो रही
वो तो कमेंटेड है और नीचे जा जहाँ पे तेरा क्रिएट टेबल था ना
एक काम कर दे वो कट करके वो आई थिंक उसके नीचे डालना है देख
database is written, put there.
Ma'am, or else can I do one thing? Can I just copy
ये
paste from here and
यहाँ पे जो
install it
इंजन एंड
again?
ऑल लिखा है ना
तो ना वैसे भी 2 ही टेबल है ना अभी तक स्कीमा में
Krishna, you can create your tables. That will be the better option. Maybe because of the version mismatch, you are not getting your file.
yes
Consider that, and right now you just copy paste. But while copy pasting, now I think quotations you have to change. These quotations are not proper. Department number which you have written, e-name, those quotations are not correct.
we don't have to keep quotation
No,
we can't keep
no.
okay
So just copy paste. That will be the best option.
okay ma'am I'll try that once
You do it. We will continue with the experiment part, and once you reach there, you can join us.
okay ma'am
Okay. Prathamesh,
Yes.
your problem solved. Prathamesh, you there?
Ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, Pratna.
मैम सॉफ्टवेयर फोल्डर वन हैज लाइक दो है वहाँ तो वन इज ऑफ 32 बीट फोल्डर एंड द वन के अंदर 64 x64.exe
1 minute.
यस मैम वो
Yes,
बाहर
yes.
32 बीट का फोल्डर है बट अंदर जाने पे 64 का ही है
control
Yes.
1 minute.
C.
I'll just check. In software, right?
yes
So first one is 32 bit, right?
yes ma'am that's just the folder
RAM server 2.5, Apache 2.4.9, MySQL. One item only there.
yes ma'am
So that only you have to install then.
this is only the folder ma'am
नहीं वो
Like
फोल्डर नहीं है वो exe फाइल है
exe
हाँ
वो डाउनलोड कर एंड एग्जीक्यूट कर दे
इसको मैंने ओपन किया लाइक डाउनलोड भी किया फिर ओपन भी किया बट देन इनसाइड इट आई हैव मैम it's just a file and inside if I click then I get it as
It is exe file. You will get execute installation with that.
भाई साहब
Are you getting?
yes ma'am I have done this for third time like if I open it I get the process of installing and I do install it but then later when it comes on my desktop it says me that this is not supported
You have Java in your system?
yes
Then it requires only Java. If Java is there already, no is to install other file.
ma'am I get exception in module vam manager exe at 000 some code could not execute run action after installing everything
Okay, here he has not support given the second file for the Java support. Maybe that your system is 32 bit.
yes ma'am it's an old one
Okay. 1 minute. I'll just check with that. I give it 2 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll upload the experiment number 6 over here. No, I'll not upload now because we won't be able to finish that experiment. I'll just give you questions one by one in that. 1 minute. I just need to call. Anyone else is having problem with the software? Let me call her. Okay, everyone finished with experiment number 5? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine? Okay.
Yes,
Yes, who
thank
is
you, ma'am.
Shubham? Shubham, what happened? Grant, select, update, insert of employee to DBMS 33. That DBMS 33 is your user, create user. 1 minute, what you have written employee 33 to DBMS 30. Yeah, you share your screen. Why you stopped? Okay. Grant, select, update, insert. Off, no, on employee. On employee 33 to DBMS 33. Yeah. Okay. Done? Fine. So that was the last question for experiment number 5. For experiment number 6, right now I am not uploading the document because today we won't be able to finish. There are 18 to 19 questions in that, as we are going to do simple basic queries to nested queries and everything in that. I'll just share documents and you can perform the queries. Just copy the output with that. Let me open the document. I will upload this document in next lab so that you can continue with that. Yeah. So first all of you do for experiment number 6. So experiment number 6 is basic and complex SQL queries, where we are going to use all the group by concept between string operations, nested queries, joins, different types of joins and all that. So I'll just share with you my screen. Yeah, so here 5 I will close now. 6. So 6 is ready, but we have only half an hour. First question is all of you see, display all the details of the records whose employee name starts with capital A or A. Now the way you have written the name, if you have written lowercase a, you have to put that lowercase because here case sensitive it will take when you are matching with the character. Okay, so for this, can anyone give me which type of which question? Sorry, what thing we are supposed to use or which function, which operation we are supposed to use for this? This is question 1. Question 2 is this. Yeah, anyone? For question number 1, give me answer from your side. Before these, all of you do one thing. Write down use database. Select your database, use whatever database, select star from employee table name. Yeah, Aditya?
Ma'am, same database that was in all three experiments, no?
Yes, yes. So previously you must have
Okay,
written,
ma'am.
right? You must have done this in previous experiment number 5. Use database,
Yes, ma'am.
whatever. Select star from employee table, select star from table data department table. So just copy paste here before this question number 1, table used or table and
Okay,
database
ma'am.
used. All of you do this
Okay.
and copy paste here, that result. Then your question number 1, can anyone give me what you are supposed to use here? we have to write display all the details of the records whose employee name starts with capital A.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Krishna,
I wanted to ask one thing that in further experiments, are we only going to work on these two tables, or we are going to require 31 also? The other one also, like other table
no,
also.
we don't require 31. 31 is just a backup. If your 30, the previous table is not working, then in that case, instead of performing everything again insertion, you can just use that table as your backup.
Okay, so we only require the department and employees. That's
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. I'm doing all that things manually again, then I'll come back.
Okay, okay. Repeat the queries part once. Okay. Here in question number, experiment number 6, in these queries, before the question 1, you write table used. Below that, you write take a screenshot of this WAMP server, whatever tables and database you have done. This part. Use database, select star from employee table name, select star from department. This complete part. So that we will come to know what exactly we are going to use. No, Mitesh, I have not shared the experiment 6 document because today we won't be able to finish that experiment. So today whatever questions we will finish, you just keep the output ready with you. Next time when I will share, you can add those. Because right now I don't want the question to be shared without completing it and in between to leave that. So in next lab, we will continue with whatever we have left today. So today just in Word file, you keep your output ready. Yeah. Next week, you have to submit 5 only. See, not 6. Because 6, I thought I will do, but due to some problems, we are not able to finish now. So first question I want to answer from you people. If we want to match a string, so what output you are supposed, what thing you are supposed to use? You can match the characters with the help of what? We have studied in SQL queries. You can use for percent. Percent means what? That is my question. Percent means what? Yeah, A correct. But what is that? These are which operations? You're correct.
String operations.
Correct. So we have to use a string operations for that. So the who will give me the complete query for this? Which keyword we need to use for string operation? Yes, string operation. Which keyword we need to use? Anyone? We need to use a like keyword. Remember to matching to match with the string before this string matching. So who will give me a complete answer for this? We have to use select. Yeah, answer from you people. Anyone or I should give the answer? Yes, Sonam.
Select all from employee
Select all
15,
means star here. Select star.
where e-name is like in quotation a percentage.
Percent. Correct. So select star from your table name. So my table name is EMP99. Right? Where what condition? They have asked us the first name. Name means my here attribute name is e name. So I will say e name. Where e name matching with means like. Like what? First letter has to be capital A. So I will say I have C. Here my first letter is capital. So I will match with that. Capital A and after that anything. So percent. Quotation, semicolon, run. So my output is this. I have only 2 people with the capital A. Correct. So my result is this. This is the answer for question number 1. Correct? Anyone? Any doubt? Just copy your output. I'll just 1 minute. Okay, second question. Once you finished with first question, go for second question. Display all the details of the records whose employee name contains second character as A. Second character as A, okay? Whose employee name contains second character as A. So who will give me answer for this based on my database? Okay, here I don't have database. Second character as A in this. Second character as A, Mahesh is there, Gagan is there, Karthik is there, Akash is there. Yeah, these people are there. So I should get output for those records. So how you will write a query for that? I want answer from your side. Try.
Ma'am, underscore.
No, wait. Now you have given one answer. I don't want from you now. Let others try. Percent means anything, means any number of character. For particular number of character, one character at one place, what we use in string operation. I'm giving hint to you. Again here you have to use string operations only. So how you will write the query? Anyone would like to try? Yes, select star from EMP where ename like first character can be anything, second has to be A. Here lowercase a you have to select. Then percent. If you will take capital A, check with this. If I'm just copying this query. Query is correct, but only if you can go for a lowercase. We'll try with this. Okay. So I'm taking the same only here where. Where ename like when I'm saying like this, I'm not getting anything. Table here. Okay, my table name is sorry. My table name is EMP 3099. So this is my table name. So with that I got result. So here it is not checking with that. But I will change with this lowercase for my understanding. So I got this.
Hello, ma'am. Now it's working.
It's working?
Yes, all grant and revoke
Yes.
command is working.
So you finish with that or you can do that
Thank you,
later on
ma'am.
also. That doesn't affect anything over here. You can continue with this part now.
Okay, ma'am. I'll do this
Yeah.
then.
So student, second character, when exact number of character is given, so you have to use a underscore to match that. So here underscore mean any one character, only one character. Second will be A. After that I have written percent, means after that any number of character. Clear? So this is my result for my second question where second character is A. It is here also for string matching. It is not taking the considering the case sensitivity. So you can go ahead with that. But in some version, it's support for a case sensitivity when you're matching with the string. Exactly. So always it is better to go ahead with that. So all of you perform this second one. So second I got four rows. I'll just copy paste here. Okay. Those who have not finished, complete the second one. I'll just share. And share this, that is better. Now, somewhere in your practice question, I have kept this question as one question as where first character is not A, where it matches with the display all the details of the record whose employee names does not start with A. Like this question I have added. So over there you have to modify your first question. Does not start with A. So for that what you will do? Anyone? If the question is, if you find out the all the employee name where the employee name does not start with A. So what you will do in modification in question 1 query that is there in your practice question I have added. So but you give me the answer so that you can perform it later on. Only in place of like, I'll just tell you, only in place of like, you have to use not like in this question here. Select star from employee table where rename not like, not space like, and whatever we have written, same thing. Okay, so it will give the other than these two records result. So that you will get when you will start performing that. So everyone finished with 2 questions? I'll continue. So my third question is, display the rows whose salary ranges from 15,000 to 30,000. Display the rows whose salary ranges from 15,000 to 30,000. So here what you can use? How you will write the query for this? Salary ranges from 15,000 to 30,000. Everything we have done in theory part.
Ma'am, select star from employee where salary is less greater than 13 and
15,000.
less than 15.
No.
Just between.
Between. Even Prathamesh, you said that is correct. Not greater than 30. Less than 30 and greater than 15. And second option is between. So we have already completed with the between, where here when we are using with the between, it will both are inclusive. So write your query with this. Select star from your table name EMP33. Most of the time we are using your EMP table only. Mine is 99, right? Where salary column name is sal. So sal between values which are given 15,000 to 30,000 or and 30,000.
2.
2. So let's see we are getting output or not with this. Oh, we are not getting output with this because it is not 2, right? And while covering this point in lecture also I told you people that remember it is and. So I'll purposely I wrote that too so that you will come to know where we are making the mistake. It is always whenever it is between, I highlighted this and keyword during lecture also. So this is my result. Check the salary 15,000 inclusive and 30,000. Other than that, in between we don't have any other salary, right? As per our table, you can see with the table, we have 10,000, 12,000, which is less than 15,000. So that is not added over there. So that is our output. Just copy your output, keep this output ready with you, okay? Because next time again we will not do this question, as this experiment is a bigger experiment. Whatever we can finish today, we'll finish it off. Yeah, finish this first. Okay, next question. If you want me to wait, let me know. Huh? Otherwise, I'll continue because Just one query only we are taking. The question is calculate the total and average salary amount of EMP table, employee table is what we can say, employee. Okay, so now here total and average, what I am supposed to do? Total and average are what? How to find that? These are which type of functions? Anyone? We have studied. Yes, aggregate functions. So how many aggregate functions are there?
Sum and average we can use both.
No. Total how many aggregate functions we studied in our lecture?
5.
5. So here we require sum and average. Any number of aggregate function together you can write in a query. So you have to find the sum and average of the salary, right? Question is calculate the total and average salary amount of the employee table, right? So based on that, we will write select. So select what we were required, sum. Sum of what? Which column? Sal, right? And we also require average of that. So we'll say average AVG of column sal. Correct? Of what? From which table? EMP 99 for my case. Correct? I will get the result. Same, now here instead of this, I can rename these also. So if I want, I will just rename as select as total salary and average salary. So I will just write as average salary from table name. So here okay, what I did mistake. I have just a rename keyword. Okay, rename not done properly. I'll just mention with this. But with as keyword, it should give me.
Ma'am, there is space between average and salary. Name.
As keyword I require, I'll just check with that. Because without this, I'll not get error or I'll not get the answer. Salary. Okay. 1 minute. I'm giving two names here, right? Total underscore salary. Column names are two here. Maybe that is a error. Space should not be allowed over there. From EMP 99. Yeah, because a column name when I am giving, I was giving two column name. As I told you, always attribute names, there should not be a space. So this is not asked here, but I have just given you. You can write this. You can take this as your output or both if you want. That is up to you. Second one for your understanding. Anyways, that question I have added further, but still you can keep that output also.
Ma'am, have you uploaded the experiment number 6?
No. I gave the reason that I'll just finish. Today we won't be able to finish that experiment. So right now I don't want to give all questions. So I'm just showing one questions and we are doing it. You just keep the output ready in Word file with you. In next lab we'll continue with that. I'll share the file meanwhile during that practical. Because here in 6, so we
Can
have
you show at the end of this practical the question queries because I missed few.
Yeah, I'll just show you. You just take a screenshot of that if you want, or you just copy the questions. Just beginning, right? We started from here. Just take this question, copy this question. Question 1. Once you finish, let me know. I'll continue.
Question 1 is done.
Take question 2.
Wait, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Next.
Yeah, this is question 3 and 4.
Yes, ma'am. Next.
That only we did till now. Now this is question 5. Yeah, student question 5. Count the total records in the employee table. Now you have to count the total records in the employee table. So what you will do here? I want someone else to give the answer. Those who have not yet given.
Select count star from employee.
Correct. So here again the aggregate function we have to use. 1 minute. What happened? Rahul, select some. Rahul, you are getting error in the previous question, or that was the answer which you have written? Okay, good. So question 5, we have Vinod gave answer. Answer is correct. Vinod, you were absent for so many practicals, right?
Ma'am, only one.
No, Vinod. I think Pratik, roll number 3. Oh, yeah. We'll do the count with that question. So we have to write, select total number of records we have to find out. So that you can do count star. All means star. All the records from my EMP table. EMP 99. So with that I got the count as 8 rows are there in my table. So it is, again, if you want, you can change the name for the column as total records. That also you can do. That is up to you. Same way, select count as total records from employee table. So it will give me total records as a answer. So both way it is possible. In exam, if you are not changing, so sometime external will ask you, okay, rename the column which you have done for this. So you should know how to do that. So that is the reason whenever possible I am giving the hint to you people, so that you can do your changes. Because in exam, external will not just take your answer. External will ask you after that to do some modification in that. So you should be able to do those. Okay, right. So shall we stop here today? Because we have only 5 minutes, or we can take one more question. Okay, we will stop here. We'll continue in
The remaining questions.
remaining questions. I will not share right now, Krishna, because what happened, I want answer in front of me from the student. So I'll come to know who all are giving answer. That will help me to give you marks for your practical exam. Practical. When I'm checking your experiment, that is the intention. Okay, so I'll not share all the questions right now. Anyways, we'll stop here. I'll share this experiment number 6 document questions in next lab. I'll just take your attendance quickly. Once attendance done, those who want, they can leave. Okay, it is 2 to